After all these many months,
Many moons.
we're back on the pizza show. We're underwater today.
Because it's a fish themed episode, right? We've got fish pizzas.
Yeah, exactly. We've got fish pizzas. We've got a beautiful margarita pizza here. We have changed up the format. We're having pizzas at the start of the show, and not throughout. Maybe this is the first show in a long time, and this will be the last show in a while because, man, setting all this shit up takes years. So we're underwater. I've got James here. I've got Michael here, and we're gonna talk about what's sort of happened, about the world around us right now. The stock market has crashed. We are seeing impending
is that
war
right?
with Iran and Israel. We are seeing potential civil war in many parts of the world. I think something happened
Including
in Bangladesh.
Victoria.
Some
I'm
crazy
ready to take up arms against my neighbor.
some crazy stuff. Anyway, James, do you want to cut us a slice?
Me? Why me? I mean, I can. Yeah. All right.
It's a bit difficult whilst it's rotating, but I think that's a challenge.
I think that's the fun in it. Right. Here we go. I'm gonna start here.
Push hard. He's really going at it. He's got a really good technique. If you're listening at home on one of our services such as Spotify, do sixes. Do sixes. Yeah. Wow, listen to that crunch. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful pizza. It sounds like beautiful pizza. They had no basil in the store today. Everything was going terribly.
No basil.
They had some storms and they ran out of basil. They got blown away.
The state of the
Got
world.
blown away.
Yeah.
Like our viewers probably are.
Getting a good shot of your
Watching
butt
this.
right
Nice
now.
pizza technique.
Wait,
yeah.
is there a?
No, you're being censored.
Oh shit.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah, feel free to steal a slice.
Oh,
Whoa.
Nice.
You ever played there, Michael?
wait.
This is it. Here we are.
Is there a camera behind me?
There
camera
is,
there.
yeah.
God. My knees aren't what they used to be.
I feel
It's
that.
really yummy pizza. Anyhow, what has happened over the last few times? We have got some new equipment, as you can see. We're building a set for the show, so I don't have to build it every time.
I noticed you haven't put up the sign that I gave you. Yeah, what's
Where
up with
can
that?
I put it?
Not over there
Where
in
you
the
think I can
corner.
put it? With the fish? With the fish, James?
With the fish.
With the fish?
Hang it on the fish. I mean, you could get like a rope, suspend it from that beam
Yeah, once I get a
here
set.
in the studio.
Once I get a set, it's going up there, basically. Anyhow, so it's good talking about ourselves, but let's talk about yourself, listener. Fuck, I don't know what like.
We're just sitting inside.
Anyhow, okay, what did I do? I learned how to make pizza properly. I've started doing some little
Yeah,
events.
this is really good. The sauce on this pizza is phenomenal.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's the secret for the margarita. It's more sauce and cheese. But yeah, feel free to have another slice.
I will.
I'm happy to say it. So anyway, I guess first topic of today. Fuck, honestly, man, like, I don't even know what the show's about anymore. It's been so long.
I think
Pizza?
About pizza.
well, you could finish by introducing us.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know.
so James and Michael. James is no stranger to the show. He's been on the show many times. Michael's been
That's
on there
right.
once
Yeah, once during the Zelda episode.
during the Zelda episode.
Was that the only time?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good episode.
That was actually my favorite episode.
I think it's one of the more better ones to listen to because the thought is like it's more like considered. It's more of an organized episode. There was a lot
There's
of
like a
preparation
concept.
involved in that. I remember there was a lot of effort that went into that episode.
And then we just spent like, what, 20 minutes laughing about the beer I kept spilling.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was
Not
Michael.
many spills,
Yeah.
So the thing is that going forward, I'm just going to pick it back up. I'm going to be like not one episode a week because this takes too much shit to set up. But at that point, one episode a week, get the ball rolling, and just keep trying things, keep learning, keep improving, and then we'll have the best show in Australia, the best pizza show in Australia. This is beautiful pizza.
This is amazing.
It's really good.
But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Anyway, so first topic of the day. A report has come out saying 50% of the internet right now is AI-generated slop.
AI generated. Huh.
Like articles, like, as someone who watched anime in 2015, I was wondering when the new season of Mob Psycho comes out. You always like look at when the fuck is season 2 come? Anyway, it's always this shitty like comicbook.com or like AI generated article being like, there's something unrelated, and like the information is buried like 8 paragraphs in.
Did I show you both that AI Kamala Harris video?
Yeah, well, I've seen it. Yeah.
I think I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Do you reckon?
Funny as hell,
Do you reckon you? I don't think it's funny. Like I think you can.
You don't
tell,
think it's funny?
I think you can tell it's not Kamala speaking.
Yeah, obviously. It's clearly a parody.
What do you think about those things? You for them or you hate them?
Well, I think it's slanderous. I don't know anything about Kamala or her campaign. But I in terms of what everyone's pissed off about is like that it could be actually affecting voters because it's such a convincing replica of her voice. And I think this is why I always say that most people shouldn't be allowed to vote. Yeah.
Starting with the hot takes, yeah.
I've always said that, I'm not scared to say it.
I mean, I agree, but it's not something I usually would say out in public.
I'm not saying we should determine it by I don't know, just as some like examples by IQ, by profession, or any of that stuff, right? I'm just saying, most people are really, uninterested in politics.
I don't know, man. Politics is the most interesting it's been in years. Like, I've been watching House of the Dragon. Eleni's got me watching House of the Dragon. Every week, they got a new twist. One week, a new dragon comes out and it goes and eats someone. And next episode, the king dies. Who's going to be the next?
Is that show still going?
Who's going to be the next?
I thought it flopped.
Who's going to be the next heir to the throne? And I'm watching it, and I'm kind of falling asleep, man. I look at U.S. politics. It's just like Biden shits his pants in a debate. Next week, Trump gets shot in the head. Next week, it's fucking Hulk Hogan tearing it up on the fucking dance floor. And then
is Hulk Hogan still alive?
And then Biden drops out. It's just crazy.
I genuinely thought he died from AIDS.
He made it known. He was alive at the Republican thing.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. No.
Why did you think he died of AIDS?
I feel like I read an article about it.
An AI-generated article.
Yeah, an AI-generated article.
That's the thing, though, man. You use Google search now, and you just get such fucked results. You get such shit.
Do you guys write? Do you guys write anything anymore, or do you just get GPT to write it for you?
I write things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've used GPT twice in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
I use it to ask questions all the time, but I don't use it to write.
I find it really helpful.
I burnt my finger, you guys.
Sorry?
I burnt my finger.
You burnt your finger? Do you need to go and run it under cold water?
An ambulance?
No, it's just like that.
It just hurts? You can put
it's gonna hurt.
You can put it in your beer if you want to, minimize.
That's very unprofessional, whereas me sucking on my finger is not. Anyhow, do you find that you use Google, you cannot get anything nowadays. You cannot use it. It is unusable, and You use Facebook, dude. I got so much shit to say about AI, man. I use Facebook. I get on Facebook. It's all like garbage. It's all these memes that are like this manufactured garbage that do not exist. These are these images. These memes are like fake. They don't have a punchline. Half the comments are ha 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 ha, and the other half are like, this makes no sense. I cannot like comprehend this. And this is all Facebook, man. I go on Twitter, man. I still use Twitter. I'm always getting these new followers, right? It's a great thing. They're all fucking bots, man. They're all wanting to sell them porn. And I don't even know if they got pussies. I have to cut it out because they're robots.
I think you don't have to cut it because they are robots, and it's fine.
I think the the correct terminology would be fleshlights.
Robussy. Oh.
Yeah.
But that's sort of my thing. It's just like, oh, that's Twitter, man. And then I go into like, where else is Google's destroyed like, and SEO optimization too. It's just destroyed stuff, man. There's so much slop out there. So many like automatically generated articles and things, and it's just terrible. It's actually really, really bad. Like
my brother works in SEO. He was managing a team like a couple months back, and he he was really struggling to get them to stop using GPT to write everything for them, because they were putting out this horrible work. He was like, I can tell that every single one of you is just giving all your work to ChatGPT. And they were like, no. Wait. No, this is industry standard. We're doing the right thing here.
Makes sense, because isn't a big part of SEO just like making articles and like filler shit to boost. It's robots talking to robots, man. And this is what Metal Gear said. Everything that's being generated, 90% of it is like fluff. Is like it doesn't exist. It's not. It has no thought. It has no inspiration.
That's why I'm not on Facebook. You said you're spending a lot of time, looking at AI-generated content on Facebook.
You just claimed you're using ChatGPT constantly.
What's wrong with that?
You're flooding the world with things that are devoid of any ambition, any mistakes, any learning.
No, I'm not publishing.
Producing fluff.
I'm not publishing the stuff that I
what do you
get
do
off
with it?
GPT.
What do you do with your?
It's like my writing buddy. I'll write like a concept. I'll ask it for suggestions. Sometimes it has like a half decent idea. I'll expand on it. I write a bit. I bring it back to GPT. GPT's like, have you thought about?
What do you do with the end of the writing though?
Doing this with it.
What's the end of the writing process like?
What do you mean?
What do you write?
And it's also a great grammar checker for syntax and punctuation.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
GPT is it's a game changer.
You cannot produce without the robot.
So what do they use the writing for though? Like tabletop stuff or?
Anything I put out is probably co-authored by GPT. If I'm submitting a uni assignment, I've probably had some suggestions from GPT, which is a legitimate way to use ChatGPT.
This is what happens, man. What about when it starts giving you bad suggestions? Like, this is my theory.
Well, I would recognize that, wouldn't I? You think I'm some
kind
of idiot? You think I'm some kind of idiot? You don't trust me?
What do you think happened to fucking Trump, man? He probably looked up, what to do. Probably go shoot him in the head. He's like, yep, that's ChatGPT.
The people that get screwed by ChatGPT are idiots. I'm willing to make that statement. Do you hear about those lawyers who built their whole case on using GPT? They literally put in they asked ChatGPT, can you basically write a defense for this case, and they presented it in court, and not a single one of the precedents that they referenced in the case was real.
That makes a lot of sense.
They had that coming to them.
That makes a lot of sense.
Stupid.
That's that.
you're on a Bombo the Lickenston says. Man, it would be so funny to hallucinate court cases and cite them. Just like Do you find that with like AI, it's more prone to say yes than it is to say no? It's like it wants to make shit up to make you happy, sort of.
I'm not sure. I haven't experienced that. I guess. Yeah, I honestly can't comment on that. I'll say that since I got GPT-4, I've been incredibly impressed by how well it delivers real information. Like, you know, because this is one of the issues with ChatGPT and, that kind of stuff in general is they just lie, you know. But I can ask ChatGPT, you know, can you read this article? Can you do research on this person? And, you know, it can actually prove to me that it's gone on the internet and, you know, found records about that person or that subject and, gives me accurate information.
Source me with GPT-4. I remember doing it for GPT-3. I'm like, please give me a source for this, and it just could not find like shit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really built for that.
But
that's one of the big pros of the new system.
But yeah, man, I'm terrified. It is like Metal Gear, man. Nothing's real anymore. I think it's wise at this point to like be prepared to step away from the internet and only like read classical literature.
Should we fight now? Is this the part of the podcast where we?
No, we'll pull down the green screen too early.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, it's not a green screen. We're actually underwater now.
Yeah.
Don't forget about these areas here.
It's a tank.
What?
We're in a fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a fish tank.
Yeah. That's why you can see like the edges. That's the edge of the tank.
It's not the edge of the green screen. It's it's the glass.
I'm actually really impressed by this green screen. Like, it's so wrinkly and you can't see it at all.
I've dialed up the thing a bit, so yeah, but it's good though. It's good. I like it.
That's great.
If only I had something to actually hang it off instead of like. You can't tell on the feed. It's hanging off of an umbrella.
It is actually hanging off an umbrella.
It's hanging off of an umbrella. Okay, so next topic of the day.
Are you asking us?
Is that a question or a segue?
It's a segue, Michael.
Well, I think we were planning to discuss the topic. It always comes back to. How would you?
Shut. Okay, this is over, man.
You're
I'm already thinking about needing to cut out the Robussy comment.
We could just start again, you know.
Yeah. Bang.
Make another pizza. You guys just want another pizza?
Yeah.
No,
are you not giving us another pizza?
Okay, I'll make another. I was only going to start it, and then we have a pizza at the start, and then we'll have more pizzas after. But I'm really hungry. I want another pizza.
I'm pretty hungry. Yeah.
So I will end up cutting it together anyway, man. This whole thing has been for nothing. I will cut it again. I will cut it together.
I think it's good.
Let's just keep it rolling.
Wait, are you stopping it? Don't stop it.
All the other buttons.
All right, Michael's just wondering about this remote here. Turns right. Mm-hmm. Turns left. Stops.
Okay, but there's like 10 buttons. There's like an angle button. Can you like change it?
I think it's what it turns, like how far it turns. Like if you wanted to turn like an acute angle. Watch this, guys. Watch this.
Oh, because it comes back.
It comes back. You can. I think this is like doing one full rotation.
Okay. Is there like a speed up?
Yeah, there is. That's as fast as it goes. All right, I'll put on the fastest speed, James. I'm recording, by the way.
Am I?
It's a top speed.
Intimidating, yeah.
All right. You want it?
Yeah, let's go. Do it. Sixes again.
Wait. All right.
Come on, James. That sounds
so
good.
bad. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Reverse it.
You're messing. Oh my god. No.
Oh, we're just playing around with this turntable as James is cutting it. It's going everywhere. It's a mess. For anyone who can't see,
What do you mean
it's a mess.
Still- yeah,
For people that
it's-
can
it
see, you
killed
know the
it. It's
truth.
better than
Dude, I did.
You did really well.
Like,
You
you
did
better
really
than
well.
last time.
You did really well.
Michael's losing his plate. But like straight up, those are mostly
You did a really good
even
job.
slices.
You did a really good
Yeah.
job.
Thank you.
This is with the truffle salami.
Mm.
We're back. Hello, everyone. We've been back for a little bit, but back proper now. I feel like I should reintroduce
Mm.
people. So I didn't give them a good long introduction this time. This is James. He is one of the 3 speakers on a show called Hungry Talks, and he is hungry talking right now.
I'm a screenwriter for Hungry Talks. When are you releasing this?
Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
Maybe tonight. Well, if this comes out tonight, then tomorrow we're releasing our first episode of Hungry Talks. I've got a segment, but mostly it's going to be Jake and Z. So if you're watching, please tune in. Hungry Talks, you can find us on YouTube, TikTok, and probably Instagram, I think.
Yeah. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
This is Michael. Michael knows things. Michael knows things.
I know things. I'm like a legal assistant, so if
He
you
knows
ever-
things.
You ever get in trouble with the cops, give me a call.
What's your number?
If you know me, you know me.
All right, good.
Exactly. Someone else took my mouth is full.
Oh, so how would you obtain? No, I'm just kidding. What were we talking about before the break?
All right, my mouth isn't full anymore.
You
So
wanted
this
to
is
talk
the next
about
The-
50-year-old biker gangs.
This is what I'm
You were
thinking.
talking shit on bikers, as I
You
recall.
would
So
fuck
for-
up any bikie that came to...
You said that Chopper Reed himself should come for you,
And that is a
and
pussy.
and you would.
He's
you
dead
would-
now.
He's
That's pretty...
Is he dead?
Speaking ill of dead.
yeah. It's really disrespectful, dude.
I was just saying, man, the amount of organized crime we have in Australia is like pretty way more than you think.
Is it?
It's way more than you think. Like New Zealand is bigger than you think, but the amount of crime you have, but it's not like mafia families or shit.
No context.
It's like bikie gangs, and it's like that's just what they have in common.
Yeah.
So, the mafia family, so, all in the family, you go have family dinner, Christmas dinner, and they'd be like, Tony, I need you to go and kill Jeremy. And they'd be like, I guess, Papa, I got to get my Christmas gift this year. Whereas bikies, they don't have that family. There's nothing keeping it in them except for the love of motorcycles.
Well, they got a gang, so, it's kind of... And there's a lot of familial stuff where, like, if you're the boss of the gang, your kid's probably going to be in the gang. You know what I mean? Passes down from...
Yeah, but you got to have
That's
a
just nepotism.
You got to have a motorbike though. That's the rule.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah,
Can't
you
argue
have
with
to have
that.
a motorbike.
I had it set up as like a punchline. I did not deliver it properly.
I just want to make it clear.
It's just like comical. It's just the motorbike aspect of it. It's just like all this insane crime and shit. And it's they fucking love to rev their engines and they love to ride motorbikes.
I'm probably doing like some unintentional ASMR here.
We all probably are.
My plate's right next to the microphone.
It's good. It's good though. It's good salami.
Like, you'd think Australian bikies would just be, like, a bunch of gangs with, like, tons of utes. You know what I mean? They'll just rock around in their utes with, like, drugs and guns in the back of the ute. And they're just rolling down the street.
Like Mad Max.
Yeah, like Mad Max.
It's
I mean, motorbikes
disappointing.
are like the next best thing though.
I guess you can, like... But can you really evade people? I guess they go pretty quick, but you can't really evade people on, like, a Harley. You know what I mean? It's not exactly as nimble as, like, a road bike.
I mean, you just cut through traffic.
Yeah.
That would be sick though, fucking like off-road bikes and shit, BMX bikes.
Dirt
That would be radical. Yeah, dirt bikes, man. Okay, next topic of conversation.
It was a very smooth segue you did there.
There's always, okay, anyway.
I gotta respect that.
Today's episode is sponsored by One Pizza. If you need pizza catering, let me know in like maybe 3 weeks when I got my approvals. At onepizza.com.au. The website's not up yet.
I will actually be cooking pizza for One Pizza, so
He will be. He's
you
done
can
some
expect
lessons.
to see this face if you book One Pizza catering.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Thank you to our sponsor.
Yeah, my pizza company.
My pizza company.
Our pizza
Speaking
company.
of like personal projects, I'm trying to get through a few videos I've got in the works. It gets crazy. I don't know. It doesn't get crazy. It's just me ranting about the housing crisis and like all the factors involved. And
I
how much they're
spoke
factors.
on the housing crisis. Maybe it was the last time I was on here.
Maybe.
I think so.
I just want to make more pizzas. Honestly, I'm just hungry.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I gotta
I'm
keep
really
the show
hungry as
going.
well.
I gotta keep the show going.
I can keep it rolling. You go make a pizza.
All right, you keep it rolling. You know, I was gonna change the format to be like, I'm not going running off to make pizzas, but you guys keep it rolling. You guys keep it going. I'm making more.
I've said this before. I think it's a great format that you're like, you're not there half the time. I think it's brave.
I think I'm the weekly.
I think it's revolutionary. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with your presentation.
Although it does need improvement.
No, I seriously think it's a really interesting, aspect of this show. Yeah.
The host just runs off.
So you get that Avatar
Right, I've used some
trivia for
Avatar
us?
trivia.
Yeah, thank you. We've planned this.
One of the best.
We were trying to get him
ideas.
to leave so that we could do Avatar trivia.
All right. Do you want general Avatar trivia or like
What's the other option?
miscellaneous Avatar trivia?
It's like the same thing.
Or actors? Nah, production trivia. No.
Don't give me actors. I don't know any actors. Give me general.
Alright, give me general. Alright, how many sequels have been announced?
5. Sorry, no. So to the original or to the 2 that are already out?
Does the video game count?
I assume this is back before the second one came out.
4.
You're correct. 4. What is the name of the mining corporation in Avatar?
Oh my god, it's gonna be something dumb. It's gonna be something really dumb. Mine Corp?
That's pretty good. It's the Resources Development Administration. Or the RDA.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
What's the name of the sacred tree?
Is it the world tree?
That's like Norse mythology.
Is it the spirit tree?
Close.
The life tree? The tree of life?
The Tree of Souls.
The tree of souls.
What is the name of the mineral being mined on Pandora? And how would you obtain it?
It's diamonds.
No, unfortunately.
No, I know it's unobtainium. I've been very vocal about how lazy unobtainium is. You know, I care a lot about screenwriting, and to do something like that in a multi-million-dollar production, you know, to just forget. Sorry. Billion-dollar production to forget to change the name of your main plot point from the placeholder.
Is that what happened? Or is that just your theory?
That's what it sounds like. Because, like, unobtainium is like... I think that's... some people actually use that as... like your... what do you say? Like... story like archetype, you know? There is the unobtainium that's like... not an archetype, because I think that would be a misuse of that word, but like something like that in screenwriting, and then they were like, you know what? Sounds good. Unobtainium, yeah. We'll just leave it like that.
Yeah, it's really lazy. Like,
It's ridiculous. Anyway, sorry. No, I actually love this movie. This is my favorite movie.
do you like the second one?
Loved it so much.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's really well written. I don't find James Cameron's dialogue writing grating at all.
Sounds like you could be being facetious.
Me? No. Me? No. Hit me with another one. I know this movie like the back of my hand.
How much money did it gross worldwide in the box office?
Oh.
I'll give you to the nearest, like, 500.
Nearest 500?
You have to be within the 500.
$500?
$120.
I'm saying, I'm going to say 6 billion, 500 million.
You're not near the closest 500. It was 2.7 billion.
I was nowhere near.
You're nowhere near.
I was so far off.
Which is 6.5.
6.5?
That's what
That's
you
what I said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Scully. Is that the answer?
The answer was actually 10 years.
Shit!
A little bit off.
What was the question?
How long did it take to develop the technology for the movie?
In the movie or?
For the movie, like the CG, I guess.
I think
Like
it
the
took longer
mocap,
than that.
whatever it was. What is
It depends on your metric.
Yeah, I assume they're like, someone made it for the express purpose of using
Yeah.
it. in
No,
the movie.
they're not talking about from the beginning of human
The
civilization.
beginning of like computers.
Yeah.
What was the estimated budget of Avatar?
So it grossed 2.7 bill. I'm gonna say it was 1.2 bill.
It was only 237 million. It
What?
was cheaper than GTA 5.
Wow, Riley threw me off. He said it was he said it was billions.
I imagine the sequel must have been.
Yeah, probably.
I'm back.
GTA 5.
$300 million.
You know what? This looks so
All
fun.
right, one last question.
Yeah.
How would you obtain unobtainium?
I think I would have to. All right, so wait, am I Jake Scully? Jake Scully? Jack Scully?
Jack Scully.
Scully?
Yes, Jack
Scully? Scully is the right name, right?
No, it's Sully.
Sully.
Yeah.
Jake Sully?
Jake Sully, yes.
I think he's right,
That's
actually.
the guy from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, the same name. No, I'm not bullshitting. I'm being real.
So
Same
I-
name.
Blue.
I'm the blue man. I think he didn't get the unobtainium in the end, did he?
He did.
So I've got to do a better job.
He did. He just didn't bring it back.
Well, I mean, you're missing like half the fucking point then.
I
You
mean,
know.
I'm sure.
If you get the unobtainium but you leave it where it is, have you really gotten the
If you
unobtainium?
get $1 million and you leave in your bank account, you really get $1 million.
But the $1 million wasn't in your bank account before, and that's why it wasn't your $1 million.
it was his $1 million.
It
now.
was-
He's
it was in the-
king. He's like the king of the Navi.
The lotto, the lottery. Oh, yo, I don't want to miss out on this pizza. Oh. I shouldn't be whispering into my mic.
Oh man, what a stretchy mess here.
A stretchy mess.
It's Fresh Ness's cousin. You gonna use the truffle pepperoni on when you make pizzas for the business?
Hell yeah, it's good.
It's tasty.
I think you mean my business. We've established that
Who'll be cooking?
One Pizza is my company.
So I had another question, I
Yeah.
guess. Another thought. What's the best format for this show? If I want to bring on high-profile guests, what would they want?
I think just like probably premeditated questions
Mm-hmm.
and things that would specifically be like equipped and to answer more so than other people.
The
Yeah.
issue I have with that is that it's... If I'm bringing, like, proper guests on, I don't want to be like other podcasts where it's all like, wow, and you were so impressive. How did you think about, leaving your dog at home one day? And they'll be like, it was really hard for me to leave my dog at home all day while I went to work, but I did it. And when I got home, I gave my dog the biggest treat. I feel like that's what like most interview podcasts are like. It's just like, you need to have fun with it. It needs to be pleasant to listen to, and it needs to be, at the same time,
So
you get things out of people.
one thing we do over at Hungry Talks is we research our interviewees, the guests.
I do that.
So when we have them on, doesn't matter what we're what we're going for, the tone and stuff. It's informed by an understanding of what they're equipped to talk about.
Naturally. But how do I get a pizza superstar on the show and ask him what he thinks about the Israel-Palestine conflict?
Have you had on yet? Because I feel like he would have a hilarious take on this. Can I say his name?
Probably not. I'm probably going to have to cut this out.
You should
I'm going to restart.
No, beep it. Just beep it.
Just beep it, yeah.
Back to the conversation.
Yeah. So as I was saying about
Fuck you, James, honestly. So how should this show structure be? Should it be like we have the pizza at the start and then people come on but then they're hungry? Maybe I eat beforehand, the guest eats the whole pizza.
Nah, you gotta share it with them.
You gotta share it. I feel like it's about coming together.
there is something funny about you watching someone eat.
Yeah.
It's a little like, I don't know, creepy in a funny way.
You should have like a little pizza goblin that you just like have to smack away and you never feed him.
I mean, that's like the dogs though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah. I had a very positive experience with someone who was mentally not all there yesterday on the train. Made me reflect. He was just saying like, have a good day to everyone that left the train. And he was asking people what station they get off at, and then he's like, anyone getting off at South Yarra, get off now. And he's talking to me about my pigs and my dogs and stuff. I'm like, this guy's a nice guy, even though he's like a bit kooky. And I'm like, I should just wish people good days on the train.
I'd like to see the reaction to that. I feel like that'd be interesting.
That would make for a good, how do you say, social experiment. Just being like super, super nice to people.
And see if they think you're disabled in the end.
How attached are you to those pigs?
Pretty attached.
I've thought about it a lot.
I know, right? So do you ever think about like,
Eating them.
well, no, I was going to ask, do you ever think about like bacon?
Yeah, I like bacon.
Do you ever think about how they're made of bacon?
I do think about that, but not for me to eat.
Is it messed up if I ask you questions about eating your pigs?
Have you ever considered it for like a moment?
Yeah, of course.
I hope they're not watching.
Yeah, I hope they're not watching. No one send it to them. Yeah, no one send it to your mother, actually. Anyway, fuck man. Where are you guys at life, man? What do you want to do? What are you hoping to achieve? What's the next steps in what you want to get done?
I want a house, but I also want to get a career that's fulfilling.
You guys should have the last two pieces, by the way. I had
You
like,
sure?
yeah, I had two.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah,
Delicious.
a career that's fulfilling.
Like
wanna-
something that's, you go first.
Okay,
Something that's
thank you.
actually like helpful to society and contributes in a positive way.
You don't feel helpful?
Fuck no. I feel like 90% of jobs at least are just like a complete waste of time or contribute negatively to society.
Right.
So, like that's just my perspective.
Where are you at?
Where am I in that, like what I currently do?
Mhm.
I just think it's negative.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
look, I think people need proper
Salami?
representation and
Oh.
they deserve proper. They do need salami too. That's what the pigs are for. But like having good lawyers is kind of just kind of a get out of jail free card for a lot of things. Like sometimes you get unlucky, but there's a lot of people that get.
Sometimes you get ChatGPT lawyer.
Yeah, sometimes you get the ChatGPT lawyers, but there's a lot of people.
Sometimes a
who,
lawyer.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people who really shouldn't.
Are we allowed to say that?
Probably not.
Should I say?
I think you should.
All right, we're back.
No way you just did that. All right. I didn't even say it that time. Sorry. All right.
So, what do you guys want to do? Because I feel like there's shit I want to do, but I feel like it's like the pizza show right now. Stupid.
I
This
think it's
show,
brilliant. It brings me so much happiness.
when you're sitting here waiting an hour for me to set up.
I listen to this show. I'm one of the regular listeners. You know, when a new episode comes out, I get it up on my PC and I listen to it a few times over.
What were your favorite episodes? What do you think were the more interesting ones?
I've already said it was episode
Zelda
4.
one.
Yeah.
That was episode 3. It was kind of episode
Damn
3.
it!
There wasn't episode 0, so you're kind of correct.
Oh yeah.
What about the Connor episode? Do you rewatch that? Is that like a high?
It's
tier one?
it's visual. It's a visual episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I watched it once. It's not a favorite of mine. There are a lot of good bits in it, but yeah.
I feel like it's too demanding of you. It's watching a movie. It's not watching it's not a podcast. Which, you know, is good to rewatch in like 5 years at a party or something, but it's not like yeah, it's not like it's not a podcast episode. I'm just sort of thinking, I feel like live streams are the lowest form. Streaming is the lowest form of entertainment, right? And podcasts are typically like one step above that. I feel like the commodification of media and how much effort and thought and meaning that's put into a piece of media is just dwindled and dwindled. You have like
Yeah.
books, real pieces of literature, real things where you, I mean, you know, you can write out trash, I guess, but you know, you have really thoughtful pieces, and you really got to, as the reader, you need to engage with the work.
Have you ever read Chuck Tingle?
No, but
I should buy one for you.
film for
I
instance,
feel like you would
right?
get a kick out of it.
Film, you know, anything on the television was considered like brain rotting at one point in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like compared to the shit that is today, it's like a real. If you pay attention to it, if you look at a movie and you get something out of it, it's good. TV show is like a movie, except the budget and the time is like spent over like 12 episodes a season or something.
Maybe.
And it's just the quality you get is just stretched out even more and more. I say this as a One Piece fan. It's just stretched out like more and more. And then you get to having YouTube videos, which are like short, typically little snippets and like articles and things basically people reading out, where it's just like one idea expressed, but it's written down. And at the very bottom, you have the live stream, which is just whatever's coming in someone's head that's the content.
I feel like all of it has like there's like really good books and there's really low tier books and there's
Yeah.
really good live streams and there's really like just like the average streamer you see that plays like Fortnite or like Kai Cenat or something where they're just like there's like watching a music video and they pause it every 2 seconds.
I
like,
have-
"Whoa!"
I saw Kai Cenat burn his house down or something, didn't he?
Whoa.
That'd be a good
He
stream.
they had a whole thing of fireworks and he lit them up inside.
I've seen.
It could have been fake. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I've seen other YouTubers do that. And it's so fucking funny.
I saw iShowSpeed jump over 2 Lamborghinis yesterday.
I saw that.
I mean, that's a stupid thing to do.
I haven't seen it. I have no
He
idea what
did
he's
it?
talking
He
about.
did it though. He did do it.
Wow.
It was, but it's just like, I mean, look, I mean, you have quality entertainment in that, but I feel like anything meaningful is just being filtered out. And then this is like back to the point before. Any kind of like you don't make media anymore. You make like content. You just put out slop, and that's what AI is.
Yeah.
Yeah, entertainment has definitely become broader. It's a broader category, and by that I mean, anything that captures attention for like the bare minimum amount of time could be considered entertainment. Have you seen all of these memes that are like fairly obviously, shamelessly, it's like an image or a video, and the caption is like, "Oh, can you see it?" And you look at it for like, 10 minutes, and then you're like, "Oh, what the hell am I looking for?" You look in the comments, and it's like, there's nothing.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's what like a lot of the AI.
This is a
memes
prank.
that Riley was talking about. Maybe we cut that bit. So.
Yeah. No,
But, like-
we didn't cut it. It's
Okay, yeah, like a lot. That's what actually drives them in the algorithm. A lot of those memes, where like the AI can just make something that makes no sense.
I don't think we're cutting any of
Advanced
it.
engagement.
Yeah, because you'll click on the thing, you'll stare at it for like 10 seconds, and you'll go to the comments, which is like showing you're engaging with the post.
Yeah.
And the algorithm pushes it.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's why those things propagate. I feel like.
it's pretty annoying.
But it's the state of entertainment is. I genuinely think, man. I think it's like saying this over a podcast, but it's time to take a real step back from like social media and just the internet in general.
I'm not on any social media platforms. They all block after 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, good on you. But you're not most people.
No, I know, right? I can't imagine how most people can even manage their time when there's so much garbage.
Like I get my news off social
on call.
media, and
Yeah.
I don't want to lose keeping track of the news.
If something's important enough, someone will tell you.
No,
I promise you that. I've
Did anyone tell
The
you
last
that
5
Japanese
years.
stock exchange dropped like?
yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah, but if I didn't know, then how would you know?
I wouldn't, and it wouldn't bother me, frankly.
I mean, it's a
It
big
doesn't
deal,
affect me. I
feel.
don't
I
have
feel
any
like it's a-
Japanese
I
stocks.
feel like it's a big
What's
deal.
the point?
You own a Switch. What if they don't make the Switch?
Well,
soon
then
now?
what if they make? Yeah, what if they run out of money?
Well,
What if Nintendo runs out of money now?
I'm pretty happy with my Switch. I
Well,
I
then now it's
don't
good.
really
Well,
want to
well,
upgrade it.
Well, I hope you are, because you won't be happy anymore because they need to repossess it to make it to pay to make up for the money.
But like the other thing is, if Nintendo can't make it, which I'm sure they will, but if they can't make it, what's going to change? Who cares,
Oh,
man?
man,
I know
it's gonna be shit.
I know
It's
you
gonna
would
be
care a
so
lot
bad.
because
I'm
you're
looking-
such a big fucking
I'm looking-
Nintendo
I'm looking at the
fanboy
new Zelda
right
game,
here.
and it could not run 30 frames a second, and I'm like, oh, this is not even Tears of the Kingdom. This is the new one, the 2D one.
Yeah,
Cannot even like maintain a consistent frame rate.
and this you're in love with this company, just to clarify.
To be honest, man, as time's gone on, I've just been like, what's the term? You just become more distant to like
Disenfranchised?
more apathetic towards Nintendo.
I think you're thinking disenfranchised.
I don't know, man. I feel like part of it's just me getting older, and part of it's just like I don't have time to play games anymore.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like when you're a Nintendo fan during the Wii U era, it's like fun because everyone plays the same shit.
But everyone doesn't play Wii U.
Yeah, but if you're a Wii U player.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
Yeah, no one knows what.
Yeah,
A lot
no
of
clue.
it's actually pretty shit, man. 2016 was the worst year to own to be a Nintendo fan, man. It was nothing came out. The only things that came out were like shit, and everyone was just waiting for the Switch to get announced.
Is the Switch the best Nintendo console, or
What's your definition?
I
just
loved
like most
the
iconic
DS.
best games?
I
It's
mean,
up there.
it's definitely reached a new level of popularity, and I'm not sure if that's just because there's like a larger audience for video games now. If it's because we have more mediums for communication online. Probably a number of things, but it's certainly the most popular. In terms of like relative most popular, so like relative to the market. I don't think so. I think,
PS2, yep, PS double.
but that's not a Nintendo console, brother.
Oh, you're talking about the whole market.
Yeah,
The PS double, yep.
I mean, I'm with it.
Let me
man.
just
I
let
love
me hear,
the
you just
PS2.
you just got to hear me out.
It's a great
Metal
game
Gear Solid
console.
2, Metal Gear Solid 3,
Need for Speed Underground.
Need for Speed Underground, Lego Star Wars,
Pac-Man
Lego
World
Star Wars,
2.
motherfucker.
Pac-Man World 2. That game was incredible. I mean, I also played Lego Star Wars. That was great.
That was classic.
Final Fantasy 11, the MMO.
There were some really good
Is
SpongeBob
11
games.
Oh, is that the one that didn't get made, or
No, they all got made.
I've never heard about 11.
11 was like an MMO, which is why I don't hear about it. I think 11 was an MMO and 14's an MMO.
Yeah.
So, what happened to 12?
12 was like the lightning stuff, wasn't it?
13 was the lightning stuff. So wait, I'm trying to count. Was maybe 12 an MMO? 12 might have been an MMO, but I don't know about 11. What was Final Fantasy 11?
How would I know?
Final
I
Fantasy
literally
10
know
was
nothing
like
about.
Titus and
There's
shit.
there's a guy named Cloud in that series. That's what I know about Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
They're big swords, I think. Yeah.
sometimes, but not always.
See, there you go. I'm learning new things already.
Anyhow, so here's some news. A few days ago,
Segways are so fucked.
the thing is that viewers at home will be thinking that like I'm doing segue. This is actually just how I operate
Yeah.
Yeah.
in regular conversation. So
No, this is a pretty typical conversation.
Australia's terror threat has increased from possible to probable for a terrorist attack to occur within the next 6 months or so.
Wow.
Wow.
Why do you think this was? What do you think is going to happen? And if you predict it, these people do not know anything. They are not liable.
We are not affiliated with any terrorist movement. Anything is purely coincidental.
Yeah.
The only bombs we're making are bombs in the pizza oven. Pizza bombs. We're not making bombs. We're not making bombs. We're not making bombs.
Yeah, keep saying it.
Dude, I gotta get Azio to watch this so I get more views.
Yeah. Like the 3 A0 agents that watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Dude, the ASIO
This
viewership.
is
Crazy.
this is
Goes
how
off.
you get your first viewers, your first subscribers.
So
Almost make terrorist
Make a
threats.
valid bomb threat.
Make it almost valid bomb threat. Not one
Almost,
not
yeah.
one that you can be persecuted for, but one that puts you on a watch list.
so I was
And
developing.
exactly, that's just exactly what you want. You want to be on people's watch list.
I was developing blueprints for a homemade explosive lately, and I brought the plans along. Right here. I'm gonna take you through them.
What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, so the
How it's
terrorist
gonna
threat.
happen.
So okay, will it be podcasters who want?
Okay, so if I did it, if I
If I did it,
perpetrated this terror threat.
what would motivate you to do it? Why would you do it? Or why do people do it?
If I was going to do it, it would probably be to do with the skyrocketing petrol prices. I'm livid about that.
If I was to do it, it'd be because of all these fucking fish just getting in my way. I did not agree to be underwater.
It would be because of the declining state of Nintendo. It would be because of the
government
destruction of
has gotten
Nintendo.
too far, man. They fucked up COVID. The weather's always cold. What the fuck are they doing about it?
Nothing, I imagine. And this is why, if I was going to, I feel like I should stop saying this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was funny at first, and now it's really.
They didn't. Is that paper mark? Oh man, fuck.
Really poor taste.
Yo, man.
Especially if it happens like tomorrow or something.
They haven't made.
That would be horrible.
They haven't made Mario Sunshine. Fuck, they didn't make Mario Sunshine HD.
They need to do a Bloodborne remake. That's probably my.
They need to do a
I
Bloodborne
agree.
remake. That's why I'm going to commit a terrorist attack.
Yeah. That's why the Japan stock's dropping.
That's why it's dropping. It's just because they just have no idea. They know that the Bloodborne remake will sell, but they don't want to do it.
Who has the best Donald Trump impression here?
I don't know.
Probably Riley.
Was that your Donald Trump impression?
It was going there, but I didn't
You're on your
fully
way.
commit to it. I didn't commit to it. What do you guys think about
never
Kamala
mind.
Harris? What do you think about Kamala?
I don't really think about her at all. I've never heard of her until I saw this.
This is the
fake
issue.
ad
You
campaign.
should know about
Why?
the
I don't get to vote.
new president of the U.S., the most powerful country in the world.
She hasn't been elected.
It's one of two choices. If you anticipate the future at all.
I just don't think she's going to get in. So
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna,
I really don't
I
think there's
think
any
that
chance,
the
to
whole
be honest.
sort of publicity around her has been very strange. So she was
Unfortunately.
very unpopular, and then she's popular. And I don't know what happened. I thought I was one of the popular girls, but no. Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. You fall out a coconut tree. That's what she says.
I would do a Donald Trump impression, but I
You
feel like it would be.
do it, motherfucker.
let's go
Yeah?
for it.
Yeah, do it.
What should I talk about?
Kamala Harris.
Talk about
She's
shrimp,
got no
the price of
chance.
Prawns, the prawns.
She should just back down right now. Prawns.
They have in Australia. They don't call them shrimp. They call them prawns.
Australia,
And
they got
they're very big.
prawns.
They're very big too.
Prawns.
Maybe the biggest shrimp I've ever seen in my life. You know, they're very big shrimp, and they call them prawns. And
They don't know what shrimp are.
I went to an all you could eat. I went to it. They don't even know what shrimp are. I went to an all you could eat. All you could eat Japanese, and you could get these prawns. And my son Barrett, he just ordered so many prawns, and we just couldn't eat all the prawns. There were just too many.
Let's talk about Epstein's
And then,
Island.
and then,
Yeah, I think that's
and
a
then
good
the
topic.
illegal immigrants came, and they ate our prawns just like that.
Have you been thinking about? I feel like you of all people would know about this.
What, the Epstein stuff?
Epstein's Island.
There's a
you
lot
know,
of people talking shit about Epstein's
the
Island.
number of people who've been there.
I just need someone to come out and just say, I mean, Bill Gates did it, but I just say, yeah, I've been to Epstein's Island. Yeah,
Bill
I
Gates
saw
did
the
it?
kids.
What did he say?
Bill Gates is like, how does Bill sound? He's like, I saw the. I tried to do a deal with Epstein because we wanted a deal through for our foundation, and I saw what he was doing and I didn't like it, so I left.
What, you saw them?
I don't know. I imagine he.
But he
saw
didn't
something.
report it to anyone.
I imagine he saw something. He said
He kept his mouth shut
He visited
until after the man died.
I don't know why. I don't know how people get compromised like this, though. That's the whole deal. They get compromised with Epstein, but I feel like it'd be pretty easy. You find yourself in that situation. I guess that's P Diddy, man. That's the whole Diddy situation.
P Diddy,
Yeah,
right?
you hear about that?
I
He
did.
compromises you.
I don't know anything about P Diddy though.
Is it true though, or
He shot Tupac. He tried to kill Tupac. So I guess updates on the pizza show. I'm moved far ahead in my pizza sort of journey. Happy to have these guys here. I will continue the show not very soon, but soon. Right now, it's too much hassle to set everything up. You can see how hard you can imagine how hard it is to get all these fish in the tank. And I got to do that every single week. So there's a million cables, a million things. Once I get that figured out, we're back to week to week episodes, fun times, and I continue the philosophy. It gets better every week. The show gets more professional every week, better standards, better quality. Thank you, everyone. Anything to say? The dogs are here. Has anyone got anything to say?
No, I think that's a perfect place to end
That's
it.
perfect. Thank
All
you
right,
for
thank
watching.
you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you. Welcome
Fuck
back
you.
to the show.
Fuck you.
Fuck